Ahe, molweni, sanbonani, good morning. My name is Nomatamsa Mamdlazi and I create content on life, mental wellness and personal development. And I hope that wherever you are at peace, you are thriving and you are finding your way through life, no matter how difficult it is. But if you just came in, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, you join our community. So if it's your second, it's your third time, thank you so much for engaging with this content. Thank you for seeing this video. Thank you so much. So without any waste of time, in this video, I want to share with you different ways to navigate the toxic work culture, right? I'll be doing this, sharing my personal story of how I've gotten to a point where I think without any much of effort, I've been able to deal with certain things in life. So without any waste of time, please make sure that you engage with this content in this video. So I would really love to engage with you in this kind of conversation because it's very important for all of us to understand that no matter how much caught up into any kind of situation in life, the truth is that someone else is also going through the same thing, right? So it's important for us to talk and engage about these things so that we understand how to move better in different circumstances that are truly difficult to navigate. Past 3 months, I've had the privilege to move to a different department of where I work, and it was such an amazing experience. I was truly excited for myself. It was such an amazing experience, really. And when I got there, yes, I realized that it is such an amazing workspace where someone can be fully themselves, right? But someone was literally committed to give me a hard time, right? And I'm still amazed with how I dealt with the situation itself, because I think by nature as a person, I'm one person. If you mistreat me, I'll make sure that I address that. I'll make sure I exhaust myself trying to make sure that I actually fix the situation. I am naturally that kind of person. But for the past 3 months, I did something that I think to myself, it is miraculous on my side, right? It's something I really never did. I think even in my childhood era, it's something that I literally never did, right? So this person mistreats me at work, and I realized that no, this person does not really like me. In fact, she hates me. For what good reason, I don't know, right? So she just literally gave me a hard time. And it's funny because I kept quiet all this time. I never reported to anyone. I just kept it to myself, right? So what really happened over time is that she went all around talking about me, saying all the nasty things about myself. Mind you, this is my first week at work. I just got there, right? But she was just committed to give me a hard time at work. She went all around talking very badly about me to friends, including our superiors. She involved a lot of people, right? It was such I can't say that I was emotionally invested in what she was doing, right? I just simply detached because I understand that in life, in most cases, if someone has all the energy to give you a hard time, to enforce their toxicity on you, most times it's the people who are literally struggling all by themselves in their personal lives, right? They are going through a lot of things, right? And you don't have a reason to try and keep up with such people because they are going through their own traumas or they're carrying their own traumas, and you will waste your time trying to fix someone who is literally broken inside. So the best thing is to just literally leave that person. So I was just at that space as well, where I was just watching this person doing all these things about me. And then 2 months later, this finally came to this guy who's literally just holding the entire department, who manages the entire department, right? And when this got to him that there's no handover and whatever, right, he actually called us to talk and discuss what is actually the problem. And then when they asked this person, what is your problem with Norma, right? And this person actually just said, no, Norma does not greet me, right? And mind you, when Norma does not greet, it means that this is only a reaction, right? So she failed to be more specific on what it is that makes her deeply unhappy about me as a person, right? So we literally just left that meeting without to have solved anything, especially, you know, like men, like the male type of people, they can't really deal with certain things. It's by nature, they're just passive, right? So we just couldn't go deeper in that conversation to actually figure out what was the actual problem, right? And we just left in that meeting and there was nothing solved, right? And then 2 weeks later, one of that guy who actually manages the entire department spoke to one of our colleagues as well, and he wanted to figure out how is the progress after that meeting we had, right? And it came out that no, there's no progress. These people still don't talk to one another, and they fear that, okay, the work is at risk and stuff, right? And I literally just kept quiet. Like I was just more I think part of the reason I was not fully myself in that kind of situation is because this is an era where I just got into a new space and I haven't adjusted much. I'm still, like, I'm new here, like, you know, musubambikazi because usafika apha, right? So I'm at that space as well. So that's part of the reason I did not want to react to her toxicity and all these crazy things she did. And when that guy figured out that no, there's still no progress to these people, they still don't talk, then he finally sent an email communication, including all the people in the department. And I responded in that email and I tried to explain very well, Guti, this person has all the energy to go around saying all the crazy things about me, trying to make sure that she ruins my reputation at work. And one thing that makes me literally unhappy about this is that I never really tried to exert any amount of effort trying to fix this person. Hey, stop going around talking about me. I literally just left her to literally do all this all by herself while I focus on learning the job, right? So when after that communication was sent, I literally just responded in that email as well, and I tried to explain that I really don't have any problem with this person, but it's very unfortunate that she goes around talking about me, trying to make sure that she ruins my reputation. And I literally just explained, right? And after that, guess what happens? That person was literally and eventually removed from that workstation, right? Without any amount of effort from my side, trying to do this, to do that. I'm really more at peace with where I am as a person right now, because I realized that I'm at a point where I understand. I think I've got a level of maturity that literally just surpasses people who are of a bigger age than myself as a person, people who are way older than me, right? Because now I still don't understand how this person got to a point to have all this energy to talk very badly about me, right? So after I responded to that email, that person was literally just removed from that workstation, and that's just what it is. So most importantly is understanding that there's certain things in life that you don't have to fix by yourself. You don't have to apply energy trying to fix them. understand that there's certain things that are beyond your control. And if you've got the right leaders, if you've got good leaders in your department, then they'll be able to detect where the problem is, right? They will be able to figure out where the problem is, and they'll actually fix it, right? So in this video, I want to share with you different ways on how to navigate their toxic work culture or toxic colleagues, right? So number one, I need you to be assertive, right? Most importantly for you is for you to build a character, to build a personality in your employment setting that will protect you from a lot of these things, right? I don't want you to be a boss or try to be bossy to other people, but try to build a bit of your smaller nyana status that will literally just protect you from certain things, right? Robert Greene talks about this, that character is fate, right? By being yourself, but by how you show up to other people, there's certain things, your character, through your character, there's certain things that will never happen that can always happen to the other person simply by your character, right? So I need you to learn to be more assertive as a person, understand how important it is for you to invest to your character, to invest to your personality as a person. It's very important. It's very important. But in my story, I'm still amazed about how much I've learned to literally just never do or exert effort into those things, to exert effort to how this person has mistreated me, because I literally understood that if I apply any amount of effort or try to do to keep up with this person, I won't win. I will lose because this is someone who's skilled enough. You'll realize that this is something that she has done before, right, to someone else, and I don't have to change myself to change the type of person I am, simply for me to be able to be able to show this person who I am, right? So most importantly in life is to reserve all your energies for truly important things, by being assertive in your character as a person, right? So number two is to set boundaries. It's very important for you as a person to set those boundaries. So guess what you do? You know, when you set boundaries, it's not like you hate people or you do what, right? But you're literally paving a nice path for both of you with that person to actually sustain a relationship. You actually love, in fact, building boundaries is a way to show that you have affection, that you love these people, right? And therefore you want to protect your relationship going forward, such that you don't have to compromise certain things on your part. You don't have to compromise your happiness, your peace, and even that person is also protected at the same time, right? So most importantly is to understand how important it is for you as a person to set those boundaries. Understand how important it is to set boundaries. Prioritize setting boundaries, teaching people how to relate to you better, right? And I want to be honest with you that the nice girl syndrome does not work. The nice girl syndrome will not serve you any way in life. If you want to build anything out of life, you need to learn to set boundaries, to teach people how to relate to you better, right? That is how you will find yourself as a person, and you will be able to accomplish beautiful and wonderful goals out of life, right? In corporate, when they issue these promotions and when they give all these powers to different people, they consider people who are able to make decisions. And if you've got the nice girl syndrome, then you won't be able to make any decisions, and you won't be deserving of any kind of promotion. You won't be deserving of anything. In building your business, you will need to be able to be someone who is more, or whose character is on point, right? In setting boundaries and teaching people how to relate relate to you, so that you could be able to sustain that business, right? Even if you get married, when you get married, your men would at some point expect you to trust you, to be at a point where you're someone who can do certain things in his absence, right? To be able to stand for certain things in his absence, right? So how are you gonna ever be trusted as a person if you keep the nice girl syndrome? You want to be a nice girl, you want to be a good person, right? You don't have a reason to try to want to be perceived as a nice person. Most importantly is for you to build boundaries. Build those boundaries. Understand how important it is for you to protect yourself, to protect your peace, to protect your emotional stability, so that the other people as well can also benefit while theirs are also protected. So most importantly, if you want to protect yourself in a toxic work culture or with a toxic colleague, most importantly is to set those boundaries. Teach other people how to relate to you better, right? So number 3 is to prioritize self-care. It's very important for you as a person to prioritize your mental and emotional wellness, your physical wellness. Take time to be by yourself, be by your thoughts. Just prioritize self-care. Take good care of yourself as a person. Show yourself how much you love yourself. You know, if you're able, you adopt the skills to learn how to love yourself, then it means that you'll be able to share that love to other people. You'll be able to distribute, to engage better with other people, because you're more at peace as a person, and you will not be able to give to others what you do not have yourself. The people who have all the energy to exert pain, to exert suffering on other people, is the people who are literally struggling all by themselves. That right? These are the people who are genuinely unhappy with their lives, and you don't have to be at such a point in life. Most importantly is to nurture yourself, to protect and be kind to yourself as a person. That is how you'll be able to exert the right energies to other people as well, right? So number 4, in an employment setting that is toxic, or you're dealing with a toxic colleague, I need you not to try to fix people or confront situations. Right? This is very important. It is very important for you to understand that you don't have to go around trying to protect yourself, trying to fix other people, trying to show them who you are. No, reserve all your energies for truly important things. It's very important for you to understand that, because if you go around doing all those crazy things, trying to fix other people, where it's not even you, then it means that you'll get to a point where you literally do stupid things and you'll get yourself into trouble, because maybe you'll offend a lot of other people. So most importantly is to never have the intention to try to fix people or confront situations. Just as like in my story that I've just said, that I just kept quiet, and whatever she did it with all by herself, and I was not involved in that process. And the other people really end up getting to see that, no man, this person is being mistreated, and she doesn't literally say anything. And because I chose to keep quiet, and there was finally a point where a decision was taken, and the right decision was actually taken. So if you're dealing with it in a toxic workspace, or with a toxic colleague, most importantly for you is for you to understand that you don't have to confront people there, but there is a level where you have to confront people, or you have to say certain things. But most importantly is to reserve all your energies for work. Reserve all your energies for what you came for, right? That is how you'll be able to sustain yourself in that work environment, because you prioritize your work. You prioritize the why you are there in that workstation, right? So it's very important for you as a person to be more intentional about really detaching from people, because you will literally lose yourself trying to fix people. You will lose your employment contract trying to fix other people, because people are broken here. They are literally struggling and hovering around with all their traumas. And if you try to fix those people, you will literally become a victim of their traumas, where it's literally not you, it's not your responsibility. These people are not your responsibility, they are not your fault, right? So most importantly is to reserve all your energies at work, trying to actually make sure that you get things done, you get the job done, you prioritize work itself before anything. Don't be trying to fix people, trying to teach people a lot of stupid things. Just make sure that you reserve all your energies for truly important things, and know when to discipline people in teaching them how to relate to you better when it's necessary, right? So number 5, I need you to stay positive. So this is how you can stay positive in a work setting, right? In an employment setting, right? Or in any kind of space, right? Most importantly is for you to understand that you should find the right people who matches your personality, right? Mina, I am a cheerful type of person. I like to literally be at a space where there's just genuine conversation, chilled conversations, and I always associate myself with such people, right? When there is that spare time, right? So most importantly is to find the right allies in an employment setting, understand how to find people who relate to you in a way better in terms of personality, people who possess a level of respect, right? People whom not, if you open up to, then they will literally use that against you over time. But understand that you have to find people who matches your personality, people who are just cheerful, if you are a cheerful type of person like myself, because I like crazy conversations. I also like meaningful conversations as well, so I engage mostly with such people. So it's very important for you in an employment setting to find the right people, to be more intentional about staying positive, don't spend too much of your energy trying to fix other people, but most importantly, stay positive as a person. Understand how important it is for you to stay positive, for you to be at peace as a person, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this conversation, and I hope that I was able to help you understand better how to navigate the toxic space or a toxic work colleague, just as I've shared in my story, because this is someone whom really I never really had a problem with, and I don't think if I had a problem with however, like, I don't understand, because I literally just did not know that person, right? It was my first time in Hlangana naye. So now if I say I have a problem with her, ngabe kuyinkinga kanjani? So there are people who are literally just going through their difficulties, their traumas, and they are literally just trapped into those traumas, and we don't really have to become a victim of such things. We don't have a reason really to get stuck trying to understand them. No, we have to leave them as they are. If they need help, they will move to spaces where they will finally get help. They will go for counseling, they will go for all these things, they will seek help, right? So you don't have a reason to try and to fix people or do anything. So most importantly is for you to relax and just reserve all your energies for truly important things in life, and just be more intentional about being happy as a person. Because the other thing that truly inspired me about happiness is that by nature, God wanted us to live a happy life, right? That is the structure that God had for nature itself, right? Even before Lucifer came or Saturn came, right? God wanted us to be more at peace. He wants us to be happy, right? So if you're more intentional about spending the next 10 years of your life getting happier, then it means that there is a point in your life where you'll be like, for the past 10 years, no matter how much difficult life has been, I haven't done much. I haven't done much or I haven't achieved much according to societal standards, but I was able to be true, to stay happy, to stay true to myself. And that would be such a beautiful way for you to have lived your life. And I hope that you afford yourself that privilege to experience life from a place of contentment where you are literally more at peace. You are simply observing life. You don't have much of these emotional entanglements, but you're simply observing life and you're just enjoying yourself in that process. So ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. You engage with me in the comment section. I would really love to hear from you, to engage with you in this type of conversation, because I know others are even in the worst situations, right? But if we come together and engage and see through how to work out on these things better, then it means that we're able to create a better society for all of us, to understand that it's not like you are on your own. No, you're not on your own. All of us are going through difficult situations in these corporate companies, because there's a lot of toxicity. We're dealing with a lot of things, right? So it's important for all of us to learn to talk and engage in these conversations to understand how to navigate this space better without really getting to a point where we lose our jobs, when we're not ready to actually leave those companies, right? So without any waste of time, thank you so much. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel and share this video to other people as well. Thank you so much.